We're now up to part 3. We're done with contracts for the time being, although contracts really filter into every element, every aspect of business law. Part 3, business torts, starting on page 223. 3 chapters here, guys. All right. Chapter 10 is your introduction to tort law. Now, way back when, in chapter 1, I made mention of what a tort was. And it effectively is something involving a personal injury. We're going to be discussing that throughout the course of these next 3 chapters. We're going to be discussing how it ties in perhaps to criminal law. We're going to be discussing what the liability is, and we're going to be discussing something that is important, primary versus vicarious liability. Especially this notion of vicarious liability in an employer-employee relationship is going to be important, and it ties into later chapters dealing with the employment relationship altogether, which I strongly encourage you guys to review. We're going to be discussing damages in chapter 10. All right, and we'll be discussing what type of damages you could expect depending upon the type of tort that's at hand. Is it an intentional tort? Is it a negligence tort? What type of business tort might it be? We're going to be discussing all of that right here in the course of this chapter. And again, this is intended, as you can see, it's only 15 pages. This is intended to be just your brief introduction into what's going to be coming in chapters 11 and 12. So let's get started.